Kathy Valley. I'm with Summit Sotheby's Realty here in Park City, Utah. And today I'm very excited to talk about rental properties because I'm here with the best rental property that you could possibly hire in Park City. I often refer my buyers who are purchasing a second, third, fourth home vacation rental to Park City rental properties. They have been voted the best property management company in Park City for several years. And so, hello guys, how are you?
Hi Kathy, how are you Kathy?
I'm great, and it's July 4th weekend. We're booked out. I hear you guys are booked out with your properties.
Yeah, it's our busiest summer ever. July 4th, it seemed like it's been July 4th since what, May 15th, guys?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, people are coming from big cities, staying in Park City. It's a very, very popular summer vacation spot. It has been becoming that over the years, and now all of a sudden this year, albeit a different kind of year, we're finding out how truly popular it is. So
yeah, we're having the mandatory masks, wear masks when you're out and about, and showing property. We have a protocol to do that. So I know that there are several buyers in town this weekend, and I wanted to introduce you to my buyers that are here in town. I have three questions for you I often get asked from buyers. Number one, what's the best area of town that makes a good property, whether it be nightly, short-term, long-term? And the other question I often get asked is what makes best in class? Like what makes their property stand out above all others? Because this market is so competitive. There's so many properties on the market. And I know you guys do a fantastic job. So I kind of want you to address as to how you help the owners get their properties to stand out so that it's a good return on investment for them. So here you go, guys. It's your floor.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. So I'll just start by introducing us. So we're Park City Rental Properties. We have roughly 200 properties in town, anywhere from Kimball Junction to Canyons Village to Park City to Deer Valley to all the way out to the Jordanelle. So we're pretty diversified across the market, a diverse range of owners, diverse range of guests, great employees, and I'll kind of lead that into the people I work with Brian and Gabe. They can introduce themselves too. So.
Yeah, Brian Selleck, CEO of the company. We have a really good team. We try to hire all local staff, so our full team from housekeeping, maintenance are all in-house employees, all working locals from Park City or the surrounding cities. So all very close range. So this is Gabe.
I'm Gabe Weinem. I'm Director of Sales and Guest Services. So I'm pretty much responsible for the whole experience that a guest has with us from the moment they start inquiring all the way into their stay and checkout. And our focus is, of course, providing the best experience we can to generate repeat guests. And nowadays, the majority of our business will be relying on our repeat guests, people who are happy with our services. And of course, in the end, providing the best performance in terms of revenue for our owners.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, that kind of leads me to a question about COVID. How do you manage that? We're in the middle of COVID and ensuring guests that are checking in feel secure, and owners,
Yeah, I'll take this one, guys, if you don't mind. But so obviously the town kind of shut down March 14th-ish was kind of the date when the resort shut down. And obviously it was a big change in our business, and we didn't really know what the future was going to hold. So one of the things we did in town is for the homeowners is, we have two guests. We got two clients. We got the guests and the homeowners. Homeowners always come first. It's their home. We want to protect their investment. We want to protect their revenue. We want to treat our guests right too. But obviously we wouldn't be in business without the homeowners. And so one of the first things we did is we have a very strict cancellation policy. And so one of the things is guests who did not buy trip insurance, the way our contract was written is they would forfeit their money, unfortunately, if they couldn't make it out, even if there's an act of God. And, all of us wanted to do the right thing for the guests too. So we came to an agreement with all our owners that, hey, we're going to give them a 12-month credit. So what that did is twofold. It protected the homeowners' revenue. So the homeowners weren't going to be out all this money in revenue for the second part of March ski season, the high revenue dollars that they're used to. And the second thing is it made it so that guests weren't out their vacations. So they still have 12 months to use that credit at any time in the next 12 months. So the first thing was handling all those guests that were in-house. The second thing is what the future reservations were going to look like. March and April were kind of a scary situation. One of the big things is me and Jim Bisley, the owner of the company, wanted to keep our staff on staff and not do any furloughs or layoffs. So we changed a lot of our business model to move employees around to help with marketing to new homeowners and to do different projects that we usually do later in the year. So we could keep all of our staff busy and keep them employed. Meanwhile, we kind of watched the reservations very closely to see how the business was going to be. The end of April into May, reservations started picking up where, in fact, May and June, we set record sales months because a lot of people realized that they wanted to quarantine in vacation rentals rather than hotels or in their own cities. And so we're getting a lot of 30, 60-day, 90-day reservations through the summer now for people coming out of state, people in state, even down from the valley, coming up and staying in these homes. So the occupancy this summer has been higher than ever. On concerns on stays, a lot of people aren't wanting to stay in hotels because of the transient and the communal areas. And so we have a lot of homes, obviously, so that was the first plus. The second plus is right away we put in CDC cleaning standards to help protect and sanitize the homes. And so not only do we advertise that, we mandated all of our owners go through a CDC cleaning process that we performed. Our housekeeping team went through training, and we have a whole CDC checklist we do on every single home now in between guest stays. So we definitely have seen a lot of changes in our business, and I feel like our team has adapted very quickly and well, and it's benefited us and the homeowners and the guests. So our homes are full this summer.
That's what I love about you guys. You guys are so fast acting. Like, you just respond to the market, you respond to the request. The pandemic, you did a fantastic job. And I love that you kept everybody employed. That's fantastic as well. So I was wondering if you could suggest some of the more popular places that people rent. Is it, there are extended stays, it sounds like people are wanting to do 30 days or more. Where are they renting? Like, where are some of the more popular places?
So I'll kind of explain real quick on like the where people are looking to buy, what they're looking to rent. I know Gabe will have something to say about this, but this summer has really shown, and I know Gabe and Brian can agree with this, single family homes seem to be really excelling a lot more so than the condo or condo hotel style, just because, like Brian was saying, people want their space, they want to check in without seeing anybody. So we're really seeing some of these homes that might have, I don't want to say struggle, but get a little less summer bookings be booked 1, 2, 3 months. So I think those have kind of become a lot more popular, rounding out a good whole year of bookings, especially, Lower Deer Valley, Park Meadows. I mean, people are booking those up, granted in the condo complexes where you can rent vacation rentals. I mean, they're booking those up all summer. So, yeah, I mean, right now that's what's selling. Am I wrong about that, Gabe?
No, I think you're right. And actually, I think the line thought you took is that based on extended stays, the characteristics of the house are going to be even more important than the location, of course. I mean, what we're doing is that we're having great performances in Silver Lake, in Lower Deer Valley, in Park Meadows, even in areas that are closer to the Jordanelle, as we mentioned earlier. Of course, when we're talking about summer reservations, definitely air conditioning has become a must, and something that it has been escalating little by little every year, and this has been more and more important. Okay. Just as important as the kind of modern decoration we're about to talk about, and it's something that it is a true necessity nowadays.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is there's families coming too. So, single family homes is getting rented out, and then we are seeing condos getting rented, but it's 3-4 bedroom condos. The 1 and 2 bedroom condos aren't renting as well because most of the time it's families coming out for the summer right now. And this is a huge change for us right now too. Obviously, it's the COVID's kind of flipped the switch on it. So the rentals are still happening. It's just the clients are looking for different types of homes all of a sudden. And so, and they're looking at summer air conditioning. As we know, a lot of homes used to not have air conditioning in Park City. And now it's like, I'd say probably 5 years ago, maybe 25% of our homes that we manage had air conditioning. Now we're probably closer to 60 or 70% of our homes. And the homes that don't have AC aren't renting as well. because they don't have AC. And it's usually a simple fix that you can easily recoup. Even homes that don't have them, you can recoup the cost of installing the AC in one summer season.
You know, one question I get asked a lot is pets. Like I know a lot of my clients, that's the first thing they say, I don't want to allow pets, but I know people bring their pets. So walk me through that a little bit.
I'll let Gabe take this, because this is also another thing COVID has changed for us is, you know, we do have a location in Sedona, and it's very pet friendly down there. So we've kind of learned from our market down in Sedona, but this COVID thing has pushed a lot more pet requests. And so one of the big things is when we went through the COVID thing in March is part of our changes is we reach out to every homeowner and said, hey, all the leads that are coming in right now are pet requests, because people are traveling with their whole family, including their pets. And so we revamped everything on our website now, and we probably doubled the amount of our pet-friendly homes because of it. And we have a whole process. I'll kind of let Gabe explain it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and just to include some background here, we typically don't accept pets in winter reservations because of all the logistics that involves. And we have back-to-back reservations, shorter reservations, so we really try to avoid them. We just accept them if it's something that it's in agreement with the owner or a very good reservation. Okay. Right now, we need to think of aspects that are happening right now. Why are so many people having to travel with their pets? Well, number one, in times of COVID-19, sometimes you won't find somebody to take care of your pet because they don't want somebody else's pet in another household. So that happens a lot. Many of the boarding houses are also closed. So this is something that, and pets are pretty much part of the family. So right now we jumped from probably in our summer reservations about having 70% of our reservations with pets to really close to 98%, you know, because people are bringing the pets, the majority of people have those. So definitely when we reached out to the homeowners, I mean, one more time now saying, hey, our demand has increased, I mean, enormously. The majority of the homeowners said, okay, that's fine, I'm on board. Even though some of the homeowners that never accepted pets, so they're now on board. So I think this is also causing a change of mentality, even in the homeowners, and they're much more flexible on that. So it is a change that will be.
And we put a lot of steps and process to protect the home still. So there's still a whole pet agreement that we make guests sign that they're responsible for any damages, whether it's a family pet, a service pet, or even an emotional support pet. So they all have the same requirements. They sign a pet agreement, they're responsible for any damages. They pay a non-refundable pet deposit that includes a deep clean. So because of the amount of guest changeovers and stuff we have, our housekeeping team goes in there and does a full deep clean, carpet cleanings, because of, you know, pet dander and hair and that kind of stuff. So the guests are charged for that to bring the pet, and the owners don't have to worry about that, and the property is returned in the same condition.
Yeah, and the other thing I would like to add to that is also our actual, let's say, field experience. Because usually when there is anything related to a pet damage, I'm the person who has to deal with that. And in the last 5 years, I can count on my fingers the amount of times I had to actually charge somebody because of pet damage. So it's something that I don't see as a big deal, you know, even in the very high-end homes that we deal with all the time.
Yeah, when I travel, you know, I look for the pet-friendly hotels because I travel with my little star. But you know, again, when you're looking for a place, a return on investment, that's kind of an important question to ask the HOA. Do you allow guests to bring their pets? Because a lot of developments here don't allow that.
Yeah.
So you're going to, again, set your unit in front of others if that going forward is going to be important to the guest to bring their pet. And I would imagine so.
Yeah, it's definitely changed the climate here on pets. You know, it's obviously been a huge pet-friendly city, but it's definitely even changed more now that a lot of our owners are allowing pets that never allowed them before. So,
okay.
And then Kathy, I know you mentioned earlier kind of what makes you know, a great rental. Where should I buy? Kind of things like that. If I could just point out probably the best in class, where it's at, and what makes it great. I'll have Brian pull it up. So
yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, cool. So kind of the backstory on this. Mm-hmm. So the owner of our company, Jim Bisley, like we mentioned before, he got into this business by buying properties and renting them out himself, and then just kind of started renting them out for his friends. So he's a pretty seasoned traveler too, and he loves staying in vacation rentals. He knows what to look for. So you're going to kind of see a product built by somebody that knows the game and knows what people are looking for. So this particular property, it's at 443 Woodside.
Now, I love you do the 3D walkthrough.
Yeah, we do we're big on marketing and advertising. And we'll get into that too shortly, kind of what we do and what makes us the best, but this is one of the tools that we use.
Yeah.
But this is just a style that's in. It's very modern, not too over the top modern, but it's got the mountain contemporary feel. Back there is one of the biggest selling points. It's a ski in, ski out house, but it's a ski in, ski out house that is more at the price target of a walk to Main Street kind of thing. So it's not going to break the budget for families that want to have that ski access but still want to walk to Main Street. You can see there's a lot of beds in there. It sleeps, 16 comfortably.
Wow.
There's a loft up top. So and that leads me to another point, is how do you make a property versatile for a number of different groups? You're going to have, right now, summer, you're going to have families, New Year's, all the different holidays when kids are off school and their families take them on vacation. How do you sleep 2, 3, 4 families? And this kind of shows it. You have a couple king masters. You have a room that we saw before with multiple beds where all the kids can sleep. You have a bunk room downstairs where you might have a couple other kids or older kids that don't want to share beds or whatnot. And then Sundance, how many individual beds can you sleep people in? Where a lot of people that come for Sundance aren't sharing beds. Same with spring break trips where you got older kids that might be in college, they're coming out to ski, so they're not going to be sleeping in the same bed. So really, how do you make it versatile on that fact? And a couple other things Jim puts TVs in every bedroom. It's got the air conditioning, it's got the sound system. So how do you make those little small items that bring people back year after year that they might not even notice, but it's kind of subliminally inviting and comforting to them. So you can just see walking through. I mean, the counters are nice, the bathrooms are nice. It's a great location. You can walk to Old Town. You can ski in and ski out of the back. So it's kind of checking all the boxes of really something you should look for in a vacation rental. So, and Kathy can hopefully find you this gem.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I have a fantastic unit that's for sale right now. It's advertised as a 2-bedroom. I can't advertise it as a 3, but it's 1880 square feet, and it could very much look like this unit. And one of the things that I always offer my buyers is an invitation for you guys to come out and kind of look at the unit, give them a performa, what it could look, what the rental rates might look like in the different seasons. And if they do a conversion like this, it might be even higher. So I definitely have one of those properties that I'm holding open this Sunday. And this is fantastic that you can share this with me, and the vision. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you find the right property, which I know you're good at for your clients, and I'll be happy to put some rental numbers together, give some recommendations to kind of make it look like this or optimize it, for the area. Really help answer any of these questions we've kind of gone over. If you're a little nervous about the current climate, we can certainly go over the things we have in place and what we do and how you can excel in the rental market. So, that's just a quick example, and I won't make this too long, of what you can do in Old Town, but you can certainly do this same thing in Bear Hollow. Jim has another place in Bear Hollow that's the same kind of way, same design, and it's booked back to back to back to back to back. You can do it on a 2-bedroom Canyons Village little hotel room too. It's just the little personal touches. How do you make it versatile for a wide range of people? So I really don't think you could go wrong anywhere in Park City, as long as you kind of follow those tips. And I'm happy to get into that later with you and your clients.
Yeah, and like
another session. Yeah.
Like Jim says, it's the biggest thing is, we always say butts and beds. That's a huge at the top of the list of items that we look at. It's that, if you have a 2-bedroom, definitely a king bed, always over a queen, and then a bunk room. Or, if it's a 3-bedroom, two king rooms, and then a bunk room. You always want, people don't like sleeping in queens anymore. That used to be a hotel thing too. It's just like king beds over queens, and then at least 1 or 2 bunk rooms if there's enough rooms. So.
Yeah, king over king is what you guys like.
Yeah,
it makes some interesting. We've come across some interesting bunk bed configurations.
I have 2. I should take pictures of them. They're kind of awkward.
Yeah. It's almost comical at a point. It's like, what?
Well, I know you guys service other cities besides Park City. I think Sedona and Austin.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, so Sedona, Austin, Hawaii, 30A, which is in Northwest Florida, and we just announced to our team today, actually, we're going into Whitefish, Montana. So.
How exciting. Congratulations. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell you too, Kathy, I know you know great agents across the country too. If you guys are ever thinking, reach out to Kathy. We always kind of start, it seems like, with somebody buying real estate there, and then we kind of work it from there. So I know there's a lot of opportunities in those places, and I know Kathy can probably help you out with those as well. But certainly always happy to chat about that.
Yeah, and that's, I think, one thing too to point out is, yeah, we're in multiple locations, but we always have that small town mentality. We always hire the local staff to run those local operations. We do kind of things too that set us apart from other managers, especially in Park City, is we have a whole owner service department. There's not a lot of companies that have that. So Allie is our director of owner service. She's got a team behind her. So a lot of times it falls on like people like me or Gabe to handle all the owner calls and that kind of stuff. But we have a whole department dedicated to owners that deal with owner statements, questions about reservations, maintenance requests, stuff. So they're there to support their owners. We're really big about making sure our owners are taken care of first. And then the other thing too is we have full concierge services for our guests that our owners can use too. We got three full-time concierge agents that help book restaurant reservations or grocery deliveries, ski rentals in the winter, boating trips in the summer, fly fishing in the summer. So, the other thing is our whole sales team is in-house, all locals. Even in our other territories, our sales team goes and looks at all the properties. They go into all of our properties in Park City, so they know the properties. Where a lot of these companies use third-party booking agents, travel agents to book their properties.
Right.
So our agents build relationships with our guests so that they come back time and time again and they find the perfect home for them. So we really try to build relationships with our owners and our guests so that, we provide a service and they feel like they're getting the trips and their vacations that they deserve. So.
And before our full service even starts, one thing that differentiates us that your clients would certainly be interested. And I know we're all swimming in a sea of property managers here, which is great. Competition's a great thing, but we dominate the internet here. Our SEO, our search engine optimization. I mean, we get 50 to 60% of our leads off our personal website. I don't think anyone really touches that. So we certainly spend a lot of resources on that, but we see the benefits from it, not only from a guest service side, kind of a branding thing, but also obviously the lead generation. And then, we're big into generating leads. So we're on really anything and we pay for it all that you can be on. So we're huge into generating leads, and that in turn generates more revenue for our owners and a better experience for our guests. So
yeah, you guys do a fantastic job, and you're supporters of don't you have like a Utah Jazz?
Yeah.
Fan club or something?
We're partners with the Utah Jazz. So, it's a benefit that we offer to owners, guests, even real estate agents. But
awesome.
we try to bring any of our owners that are in town. We always invite them down to the suite if there's a basketball game or even a concert or some type of event down there. Something too, a lot of times we don't charge, it's obviously part of our cost of business, but we use it to help guests book too, where the guest is looking at a property and they're looking between us and another manager, like, hey, we'll give you 4 tickets to a Jazz game if you book with us. And so we really use it to help benefit, bring in guests and owners, enjoying experiences in Utah. So
I've been
to be clear,
it's a lot of fun. You guys put a party on, that's for sure.
One of the things we've been getting a lot of good feedback is that about 2-3 years ago, we tried to compile all the experience we had in terms of questions that potential homeowners and even our homeowners would ask about the business, because the whole vacation rental industry became an animal of its own. So there are so many nuances and details. So we've been doing a very thorough work in terms of educating our homeowners, at least the ones who are interested in knowing how the whole market works and how we set up our prices, how we work our marketing strategies, and how we invest in, as Jim Anderson just said, on our SEO and pay-per-click, etc. And many of the owners have been really pleased with that and saying, oh, well, this is so informative. And now, because when we get some of the owners, they have like millions of dollars invested in a property, and they really want to understand on how that investment is being explored and generating revenue for them. We've been having some really good experiences and also an opportunity to connect a little closer with the homeowners we have here. Because
I didn't know you offered that. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, this is really good. And one of the things that we have as a concept of our company as well, with our contact with potential guests and our guests and potential owners and owners, is that we are going to be in the cutting edge of the high-end technology for sure, and use every asset and resource we can find. But also we never want to lose the personal touch with everybody. So this is, I think it's part of the recipe of our success in all the territories we work, because people still like to have a real person to talk to, and this is something that we always make ourselves available. So
no, that's super important. Yeah.
From the part of the company that I'm in direct contact with, this is something that has been really standing out for us.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Well, thanks guys. This has been great. I would love to have you back again, maybe on a different subject. And I
Happy to do it.
Time, and you know, I reach out to you if I need a packet, or if an owner needs a packet, or somebody considering hiring a property management company, please reach out to Park City Rental Properties. They're fantastic. I totally endorse you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Bye.
See ya.